All right, after much ado and a reset and all kind of crazy stuff going on with YouTube there. I'm not sure what it was my connection or YouTube. All right, we still got a 75% chance in the last Madden 20 series here of it being user to user. If I can beat the Texans in the AFC Championship, Swamp Dog and Tyler, I think it is. Yeah, Tyler and the Rams and the Panthers in the NFC Championship. So if I can win this game, we're a lock for a user Super Bowl in the final Madden 20 series here. Final season. This is also the last game in Oakland. We will be switching to Las Vegas from here. So last game in the Coliseum being at home, AFC Championship game. Pretty cool. But I lucked out and drew a AI team. I already played these guys once. Won it at home 30-24. See if we can repeat that. Got to do better though. Had a couple turnovers in that game that we shouldn't have. Nearly cost us the game, but we pulled it out. '83 overall versus an '84 overall, so close matchup.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, so this old place not quite done yet. There is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Oakland Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 41. Mike 41.
On third down, Mayfield. Throwing low, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Run.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Ryan Grant the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. A look now at the Oakland offense.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
To throw on second and 10. Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Benardrick McKinney is one of the tallest inside linebackers that you'll see in the game, but he has the bulk to go along with it. And I do think that his height is actually an advantage for him. It used to be that you're worried about tall guys inside because they had to fight off low blocks. But I think his ability to see into the offensive backfield, see what's going on, and read it allows him to diagnose plays quicker and get there in a hurry.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Kings.
41's Mike. 41's Mike. I'm going to run you over.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready. 10, touchdown. 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Shit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
On second down, it's Smith. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He'll drop to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position. Their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Now a carry for P-Ryan. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. This is Mixon on the draw. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
You.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Yeah, boy, that's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And now out comes Houston. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll drop the throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position, maybe. Turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now a play fake here, 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Stay with your man.
You go tight. You got tight.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Nice, sweetheart.
2nd and 10. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A first down throw for Mayfield. They'll roll him that way. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got him in, complete. They'll get 34 yards there.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kings!
What's the mic? Check 40.
Real.
Watch the run.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You got it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
Let's go.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Set. 20.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Exit.
From the gun, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
180.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's
Hey,
2nd and goal.
Hey, exit.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Regular, regular, regular. Cut. My cut.
Here's a run with Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They come out here in the eye. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Samaje Perine taking it in. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go to the fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje Perine. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ito Smith heading back out with the rest of his offensive crew. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. It keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
No gain on the play there, second down. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They go play action here on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
They'll set up to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Second and 3. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
On the double. Mike 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here we go now with Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go four verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You just...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, pop, pop, pop.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers squaring off against the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 4. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll run with Smith. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. It's wearing the tight end with it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ricky.
2nd and 15. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it,
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
but what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
We got this.
As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker Mayfield. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
He's not going to get me.
Mayfield on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Pistol.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, here I come.
Done.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's go.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go.
Now Joe Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
180.
I'm coming.
Up.
41.
Buzz.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On 2nd and 20, Mayfield. This is caught. It's Ryan Graham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Mayfield. Complete. It's Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I would run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Hey, come on. Mike 5-4. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one complete to Smith. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know you feel that. Let's go now. 60 outlaw. 54 Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Now the win. 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's complete to Hopkins. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
53, Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges,
Looking to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. It's complete to Fuller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run forward with Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He completes it to Bryant. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Smith. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
I got him.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On first down, Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to Mixon on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
41. We've got to wedge that, huh?
Hey, get in the weight room.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Catch made. It's Moreau. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Mixon. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go!
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll carry here for the big tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Rip left, rip left.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.